Namaste. Out of all the tools that I've learned, I would have to say that yoga is the one that made the biggest impact and influenced my recovery the most. And it continues to provide me peace. My first understanding of yoga before even trying it was in the 90s. It was a different type of exercise that you had to be flexible to do. And just like in the gym, it was mostly skinny people in the class who wanted to put their leg up around their neck or do other crazy things that made them look like a pretzel. I thought it was focused on flexibility, and I had a desk job. I could barely point my toes, let alone touch them. I didn't want people looking at me. It wasn't something I was even considering trying. In 2002, I was looking for a new way to lose weight, and I finally decided to give it a try. I attended a beginner's class, and when I walked in, most of the ladies were in their 50s and 60s, including the teacher. The whole class was so slow. I couldn't imagine how I could ever lose weight doing this because I was of the belief that you had to sweat for an hour before that could happen. I did realize in those sessions, though, that people were focused more on themselves than they were on other people in the class, so that was nice. I finished out this session, but decided it wasn't for me. Then in 2009, my girlfriend went to Mexico for a month for a yoga teacher training course and came back and opened a hot yoga studio. I really wanted to support her, so I went 2 times a week. It was amazing. I could really see a difference in what I could do every time I went. I could stay in the posture a little longer. I could bend a little further. I wouldn't be so tired towards the end of the class, and I'd have a good sweat happening. I was hooked. It always made me feel good. But a year or so after, she closed the studio. Another friend recommended I try Lilita Devi at the Little Mango Tree in Woodstock. It was much different than the hot yoga classes I was attending. In fact, we maybe only spent half the class on postures in an hour and a half class. It would start by centering and chanting mantra. Then the postures we would do would be slow and mindful, noticing how the body was feeling, connecting with our breath, and noticing what was happening in the mind. Really being able to feel the difference that we were creating in the physical, energetic, and mental parts of ourselves. Really connecting with ourselves. We'd practice pranayama or ways to control the breathing and relax for some time. Then she would guide us through a kind of relaxation where our mind would be completely focused on what she was saying, what we call like a guided meditation, before ending the class with a mantra chant. Well, at first I thought it was a bit weird. I wasn't sure if it was for me, but it always made me feel so good, so relaxed and peaceful. I kept wanting to go back. I'd look forward to going every week, and I knew the weeks I didn't go because my week would be totally stressful. After the breakdown, I say that yoga was the reason why I was able to recover, because it was the first physical thing that I was allowed to do besides walking when the time was right. My naturopath recommended not overexerting my physical energy to make sure I was balancing all parts of me holistically, physically, energetically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. When I recognized how powerful yoga was, I knew I wanted to learn even more about how the science works. And it was important to me that I learned it as close to the source of where it started as I could. I also wanted to learn from someone who is connected to what I was already practicing, because there was a reason why I wanted to learn more in the first place. And that's what led me to India, to practice with Swami Mahesh. He's been initiated into a lineage of knowledge that's been passed down for generations. The more I learned, the more I wanted to share it with others, which is why I became a yoga teacher. Yoga has created an awareness for me where I get to know myself better, learn how to listen to my body, and focus the mind to create a calm and peaceful feeling, just like I'd have at the end of the class. That awareness keeps me more connected to my true self and allows me to see things differently. I no longer react to the things that I may have reacted to in the past. Plus, they make it sound easy, right? Change your thoughts, change your life, or listen to your body. But first, I had to be aware of the thoughts that I was having and what my body was telling me. And yoga is what helped me do that. Yoga is not like an exercise where you're pushing past the pain. In fact, anytime you're in pain in a class, then you aren't listening to your body. It's important to honor your body. I learned that practicing yoga creates flexibility, not only in the body, but in the mind as well. You don't have to be flexible to get started. It's not about the postures. It's about coordinating your body, breath, and mind together through centering, awareness, movement, breath control, focusing of the mind, relaxation, and concentration. I'm no longer concerned about losing weight because I learned to love my body the way it is. And I'm no longer concerned with the way I look. I'm focused on maintaining my health. It's shifted my perspective and my beliefs about how this can occur. While there are some classes that still teach you to wrap your leg around your neck, usually taught to advanced practitioners who've been practicing for years, but the purpose of the movements is not about forcing your body into uncomfortable positions. It's helped me to sit in meditation longer, and that's the purpose. So I can connect with my higher self, that higher wisdom that has all the answers that's inside of me, instead of reaching outside of myself. Yoga becomes a state, not an action. We're able to bring that feeling of peace and calm into our day. I truly believe that yoga is for everyone, for all ages and all abilities. There's so many different styles, classes, teachers to fit into your current lifestyle. If you haven't been to a class, I encourage you to try one. If you don't like it, try another one. Try a different style, a different class, a different teacher. Talk to people that look happy and find out where they practice. Keep trying until you find one that speaks to you, one that makes you feel good. You'll know deep inside which one's right for you. I teach classical Hatha yoga and always have new classes coming up to those on my mailing list. I'm happy to send you an online class to try. Just let me know. I always have a number of yoga teacher. I also have a number of yoga teacher friends and would be happy to send along some suggestions depending on what you're looking for. If you're interested in learning more about yoga, how to get started, or how to deepen your practice, please let me know. I love helping others connect with their true selves. My name is Julie. Some of you may know me as Jaya from Journey to Balance. If you found this helpful or think it may be helpful for someone else, please like and share and subscribe to the channel so that you're first to know about the tools. Comment below about what types of yoga you love. Remember, love always and enjoy the journey. Namaste.